Hello, gentle souls. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Okay, gentle souls, so I shuffled off camera and let the cards that Spirit wanted us to use just fall out naturally on their own. That's my preferred way of pulling cards, actually. But that's how I normally do it. If you were to get a reading from me, like in person or like over the phone or something, I feel like Spirit has more control over the cards that way. Don't know why it felt relevant to give you that backstory, but here we are. I guess back to the matter at hand. The first thing I notice actually is the pink in these cards here, the oracle cards. Also, in one of the other videos where I pulled out this deck, this was the card that was in my mind's eye that prompted me to come back to using this deck again. It's one of my favorites, but I had to, Spirit had me put it away for a while. Speaking of putting things away, the bottom of the deck here for the tarot is the Ten of Swords, meaning the worst is over. The hardest part is over. Underneath everything, there is this energy of sleeping, slumber. I know that's like an ongoing theme in my readings. If you've been watching for as long as my channel's been around, there's like a sleeping seed, something that's been planted that's yet to be harvested. There's still a little bit more work that can be done. In Vedic astrology, the moon is the mind. And then also, many people are familiar with Scorpio representing power. So I feel like this card is about mastery and power over your mind, your thoughts, because however you are seeing something, your perspective of a situation, that's what's going to manifest. Also, the bottom of this deck is swords. Looks like the Three of Pentacles is trying to poke out of the bottom. But I think with hard work, you can let all of those thoughts that were holding you back, keeping you from ascending, let those dissipate. Let them get washed away. Say goodbye to them, farewell, and work hard to work on the mastery of your mind. Not that it's unacceptable to sometimes be in the downy dumps, like that's totally valid. The Queen of Cups here, but remember that at the end of the day, like feel them, accept them, let them move. There's a similar message in a reading that I did not too long ago called "Be Like Water." Ride the wave. Don't drown in it. Kind of like how this woman is. It looks like a close-up frame of her while she's like on a lake or something. Going back to the Queen of Cups, there's this nurturing energy down here. The thought of like inner child work has been on my mind today. So I feel like it's just a reminder that you need to nurture the you that's always been there since day one. Maybe you've forgotten about them, but they haven't forgotten about you. They're still there. They're always a part of you. They're part of why you are the person you are today, and also part of why you will become the person you're meant to be. So don't forget to nurture that. Not everything is about backbreaking labor and work. Sometimes it's about going out with friends, family, your soul family, perhaps, if you don't have, super close family members. The Queen of Wands, I don't want to cuss and have YouTube have issues, but she's that woman, okay? She's all that in a bag of chips. She is the fiery wild woman, but, like, tame at the same time. So, concentrate on celebrating, like, the fun little moments, nurturing your inner child. The other thing too, as I was laying the cards out, it felt like it was off balance, but the spread felt like it was off balance, but Spirit didn't want me to pull any additional cards. And then if you notice, it's kind of loosely in an arrow shape, pointing towards the past. Going back to that inner child nurturing concept, reach back to your past. What used to bring you joy and overabundance? We've also got 33 here. So there's a 3 in the Three of Cups, and there's a 3 in this concentration card. And that is Saturn in Gemini, which makes me think of, as we have this spider web in here, you're going to have a lot of good ideas. Just let them flow. A good example of this is Gemini is kind of like, if you've seen the Indiana Jones movie with the crystal skulls, where in the end I forget the woman's name, but she wants to have like all the knowledge in the world or like in the universe, all known knowledge, all powerful knowledge, and it's just too much for her mind to handle. I feel like that is like out of control Gemini energy, just way too much info, but you're eating it up. Saturn is structure, so it's, even though this is concentration, the spider web is making me think of a dream catcher. So yes, daydream and reminisce about the little things from childhood that used to bring you joy, and just brainstorm. Just, if you have to, jot everything down, anything that comes to mind, all of the ideas of things to do, to spark that childlike joy. Just start throwing spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Like a dream catcher, in this instance, quite literally, you would be trying to catch your dreams, and catch thoughts and see which one is the right dream for you to pursue. Going back to the pink, because I realized I said something about the pink background. I don't think I elaborated, but I learned that an alternate color for your heart chakra can be pink. Generally, it's green, but sometimes it can be pink. Heart chakra is pink rather than the typical standard green. It's more emphasis on deeper a deeper level of healing, connection with others, and especially with yourself and your higher self. Um, a lot of unconditional love, compassion for yourself and others. But yeah, that's, sometimes it can be pink. Don't be in this seems like a quest for your next step in life, perhaps. Maybe you've just had an ending of sorts. Yeah, this is kind of like a life cycle here because we have birth down here, and then any 10 in tarot is the end of a suit. So we have a beginning and end. There's a life cycle here. So perhaps you've just closed out one and you're about to begin anew. To make sure that this happens, so that you can take those solid foundational uh, first steps into your future, there are things from your past worth remembering. The things that sparked joy in you as a child. Um, there's something in that with your inner child as you nurture it and take care of it and nourish it that will help you grow into your new future path, the next step on your journey. All right, gentle souls, I hope you liked this style of reading. I think I've figured out a way to do my innate reading style in this vertical format. So let me know how you like it in the comment section. And in addition to commenting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I guess I'm that person now. All right, gentle souls, love and light.